Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. I'm Logically Not. I wanted to make a video today. I've been playing MyPlayer online past couple of days, and there's a lot of people that are having a hard time with the shooting that I'm seeing around. Uh, and when I was playing on the single player, I felt like sometimes it was unfair. Uh, but on multiplayer, um, I'm starting to figure out exactly, you know, what they've done and how you need to go about being a better shooter. Um, I'm shooting pretty well uh, so far, and I just kind of want to do a video showing how I've done my shot. In my opinion, if you're copying somebody else's jump shot, okay, especially with these new systems, okay, if you're copying somebody else's jump shot, uh, it's that's probably not a good idea because that works for them. Okay, what you need to do is get an experiment and find a jump shot that works for you. And I know everybody wants to have the fastest jump shot. If you're going to use the rhythm shooting, you need to have a jump shot that you can time. Okay, and that may mean having a slower release. Okay, fast is not always better. Fast is not always better. I see a lot of people trying to imitate these guys, these comp players. You're not a comp player. Okay? So, you're not going to do this off muscle memory uh, if you're going to shoot well in this game. So, I see a lot of people complaining. And look, I had some of those saying I was starting to buy into it when I was playing the single player, when I was playing the AI. But now that I've been online and played, I'm understanding what's going on here, okay? Uh, you know, you're going to have to change how you approach this to be a better shooter. Um, uh, let's take a look. Let's take a look now. I run with some guys, uh, a bunch of games, and they're don't like to pass. I mean, they had some good players, but they don't really like to pass the ball. We lost some games in the thing, so my record is not real good at the moment. Of course, I ain't played but maybe 30 games, but it'll get better. Happened last year too. I had a bad record starting out, and then I had a purple plate. I'll have a purple plate before long. Um, but I think the main thing here is how I'm shooting. Okay, 57.7% from three, 54.9% field goal percentage. And one percentage is garbage, but that'll get better. I ain't too far. But I think I'm 10 games back, 10 games behind, which we'll make that up. My my build only has a 76 mid range and a 75 three ball. Okay, this is a defensive player, and for whatever reason, I really couldn't get my pass accuracy up like I like it this year. 82 was the best I could get it if I wanted to. And I think agility having to get my agility up took a lot of the attributes that I would have used last year, and the strength. I put my strength up a little bit more than I normally would, so I could push people around. Um, but look at my badges. I mean, I don't really have any shooting badges. I mean, I'm red. My defensive badges are nasty. But I mean, you get down to my shooting badges. I've got the silver set shot because I used the increase, the perk. But it was bronze. I mean, like all my shooting badges are bronze. You know. Uh, so when you're the way I done this, I went into my, I went and I found a jump shot. Okay, let's look at the jump shot. Let's look at this. I'm using this jump shot right now. Okay, this is what I'm using. Kendrick Williams bass, Luca upper release 1, and then Charles Bassey upper release 2. I like this. You look at the stats. I mean, release height B minus, release speed B minus, defensive immunity C, timing stability B minus. Which I'm kind of limited on what I can do because my, I don't have the, mid 70s ball. I'm kind of limited on what I can pick. But as far as the visual cues, I thought this jump shot, and I'm not saying people need to copy this jump shot because this may not work for you. What I'm saying is there are infinite ways you can build a jump shot in this game, and you need to go in and take the time and see which one you can use. Okay, and this year you can even fine tune your release. Okay, so if you're playing and you see that you're doing a lot of late releases, you're gonna have to slow it down a little bit. You see where mine is. Uh, I'm sitting almost at release, but this is what's working for me. I'm greening these consistently. Uh, and I know a lot of you are sitting on A plus speed. It's too fast. It's too fast to do the tempo and get the shot off. You're not able to do both. I think slower is better when you're using the tempo shooting. Slower is better. Slower is better. That's what I'm finding. But you need to go in. Hey, if you're early, speed it up. Bring it back some. You may need to change it at the release speed on the actual shot attribute, or you just may need to fine tune it here in the release speed blending. Okay. It just depends. This is a very good thing that they put in to get people to fine tune their shot, because you can get it down to, a very minuscule area where something that's working for you, that works for you. And I think that's the biggest thing. You don't need to copy these other people and their jump shots, man. You don't need to do it. You need to go find your own jump shot that works for you, that you can see, and you need to watch your shot and watch your release. And it's just going to take practice. I played this game hours and hours and hours and hours shooting with a new mechanic, and it's frustrating to start with. You're going to miss, but you just got to put the time in, man. If you want to get good, you just got to put the time in and do it. You just got to put the time in, guys. But yeah, I just want to make this quick video. I know a lot of people are struggling with the shooting. I see it. But I also see very, very few people using the new mechanics that's available to you. They're still using the old way. And, it's going to be hard to shoot like that this year. It just is. And I see people shooting terrible. Wide open, missing every wide open. And it's like, man, you need to go back in, get into the lab, and figure out which works for you. Figure out what works for you. It's and I think this game is very good. And I know I made a rant video that saying, and it wasn't really about the shooting, but I did say that I thought that it was you couldn't make certain shots. That still may be in here a little bit, maybe in the single player, but online, I really don't think that's the case, man. I think it's got to do with, they want you to use a new mechanic, and they want you to watch. See, I was too fast there. And they want you to watch your release, man. They're different. The timings are different, man. And you just need to get used to it, man. Yeah, see, I'm late there, but I mean, it's just all about watching a release and having something that you can see. That was horrible, but having something you can time. Having something you can time, not your favorite YouTuber that's shooting with an A+ release. Okay, release speed, and got it up on high as it'll go. Yeah, it's not going to work this year. It's not. It's just not. You're not going to do everything the game's asking you to do in that little bit of time. The game's asking you to do a lot of stuff. Pull the stick down, move the stick up. Keep the correct tempo. I mean, just not going to be able to do that the way this game is this year. It's just different, and until you just get to where you can do what's right for you, you're probably gonna struggle. But hey, I just want to make that quick video for anybody that want to see it. Hey, if you got something out of the vid, like, share, subscribe. I appreciate everybody for watching. We'll do some more videos. We're doing a pack opening vid tomorrow, obviously. It's Friday, going to be some good cards coming out. So be on the lookout for that. And hey, I appreciate everybody for tuning in. Like I said, like, share, subscribe, and thanks.